The government targets to facilitate construction of 500,000 housing units by the year 2022, with the vision that at least 1 million Kenyans will be homeowners under the affordable housing agenda. This is mainly being financed by private investors who are expected to work hand in hand with the government in driving this dream.
We have managed to sell about 75% of it right now, and some of the major players who've come in to the industrial park include Chandaria Industries.
According to the Cabinet Secretary for Housing, James Masharia, some individuals can afford houses and plots of land worth 500 million shillings. They are such individuals and other investors in the private sector that we will rely on to construct the housing units with support from the government. 6 residential property are being planned at the mixed-use Tatu City in Kiambu County, among them Karibu Homes, Kijani Ridge, Lifestyle Heights and Unity Homes that are at different stages of construction. According to Rendeavour Country Head Nick Langford, the government should address the issue of high cost of land as well as offer tax breaks for housing developers.
The issue is all about the price of land and the price of infrastructure. That's the cost that makes it slightly more difficult for the private sector to deliver without the required support from government or from our external agencies.
Housing units constructed under the affordable housing agenda are expected to cost between 800,000 shillings for a bedsitter to 3 million shillings for a 3-bedroom unit.
The government has set these threshold prices of 1.8 million for a studio, 2 million for a 1-bed and 3 million for a 2-bedroom apartment. And if you try to develop, the private sector can deliver those homes for that cost. There's no issue about that.
Companies are putting up factories and warehouses in the industrial park, which is 80% sold to 34 companies that have bought land and are putting up factories. The mixed-use development features homes, schools, offices, shopping, health facilities, nature areas and an industrial park. Despite Kijani Ridge being a premier residential community that most Kenyans perceive to be way too expensive, one of the end goals of this mixed-use development is to complement one of the government's Big Four agenda, which is to provide affordable housing for all. Brian Itava at Tatu City in Kiambu County for Business News on Channel 1.